Croatia versus Brazil.
Brazil, yeah. I think it's a tough task that's going to be coming. But those two sides have met on 2 occasions at the World Cup. 2006, 2014, and all these things happened in the group stages. The Brazilians won 1-0 in 2006. I can't remember. Kaká scored the only goal, and then the Brazilians defeated them in the opening game of the 2014 World Cup at Sao Paulo when Brazil were hosting the competition. Marcelo scored an own goal. Neymar came with 2 goals, and then Oscar, former player of Chelsea, scored the third goal for the Brazilians. For me, I think the Croatians, whenever they go past the group stages, in the 2 World Cup tournaments that they've gone past the group stages,
They go to the final.
they go to the semi-finals.
Last time we were in the final.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Last World Cup.
Last World Cup, they were in the final
Russia
with France.
Yeah. You know, they became independent, I think, 1992.
Yes.
And so they went to their first World Cup in 1998. And they went all the way to the semi-finals. They became the 3rd place team. Beating Netherlands in the 3rd place. They lose out to France in that 2-1 win after they took the lead. Lilian Thuram scored the 2 goals in the semi-finals, of which they defeated the Croatians. So after that, they've never gone past the group stages till Russia 2018.
And once they did,
and they were able to make it to the semi-finals.
To the final into Russia.
To the finals in Russia, and then the one in France 98 was in semi-final.
So you're thinking that if you're looking at their performance and history when they go past the group stages, Brazil should be wary.
But they are coming face to face against the most experienced side within the competition, which is Brazil. But this is their key man, Luka Modric.
He's a great passer of the ball.
Yeah.
Almost like Bruno Fernandes. Or rather, Bruno Fernandes like him.
Very skillful. This is what we call an all-round player.
Yeah, he is.
An all-round player.
He reminds me of that other player called Deco. I don't know whether you remember.
Anderson.
Yes, the Brazilian guy. I don't know what happened to him, but he was one of the most dexterous midfielders I've ever seen. Deco is an amazing passer of the ball. He holds the ball well. His free kicks are good. Just a total player. Those midfielders bring a lot of delights to us when we watch football. Luka Modric is certainly one of them.
Yeah. So they're coming against Brazil. This is a team that has never missed any of the entire World Cup since it started in 1930.
Yes, every World Cup.
Every World Cup they are present. And the last time Brazil failed to top a group at the World Cup was way back in 1978.
In Argentina?
In Argentina.
I see. Since then, they've topped every group that they are in. 70, 74, 82, 86.
86, 90, 94, 98, 2002 up to date.
Yeah.
But the worrying situation is they seem to be going out since in the quarterfinals, especially against European sides.
Against European
sides.
In quarterfinals, Brazil struggles.
Yes.
In quarterfinal games against European opponents.
Most often now, since 2002. You know, 2002 was the last time.
2002, they beat England.
It was the last time they won the competition. I was saying since 2002.
Yeah, but they beat England in 2002, quarterfinal. It was a European opponent, but they struggled.
Yes.
They needed a goalkeeping error from David Seaman
Michael
to be able
scored
to.
first.
Owen scored first, yes.
Rivaldo equalized, and then came the free kick from Rivaldo.
Ronaldinho. Yeah, and that's what messed the goalkeeper up.
Yes,
but that was a goalkeeping error, David Seaman.
Yeah,
so that day, Brazil struggled to overcome the English challenge, but that was one of the best teams of England in those days. So I see, so you're right about that.
So, since 2002, they've lost all their 5 knockout games against European sides.
Hey, that's not a good record.
Because they lost 2006 against France. They lost 2010 against Netherlands in the quarterfinals. They lost in the semi-finals against Germany when they hosted the competition.
A huge 5-0 or 7-1 margin, yeah.
In the history of Brazilian football,
when they hosted the competition, in semi-final game.
Semi-final.
Very awkward.
They call it Mineirazo.
What does that mean?
You know, the game went on at the stadium called Estadio Mineirão in the city of Belo Horizonte. So they have 2 results that to Brazilian football, they think this is the most scandalous result they've ever had.
The 7-1?
The 7-1 and the Maracanazo.
Which one is that?
Which was in 1950 when they lost against Uruguay, of which the Uruguayans won their second World
Cup, yes. 1950.
And then 2014. But this one was so embarrassing. 7-1 at your own backyard.
Hosting the World
Cup.
So against European opponents since 2006 World Cup, Brazil have not had a good record.
Since 2002. At the knockout stages.
No, 2 they won, so they went beyond.
So after
2006 in Germany.
Yes. So they lost against...
No, 2006, they beat us in Germany.
Yeah, that was round 16.
Who did they meet in quarter?
France.
And France defeated
France defeated Thierry Henry. Zidane took that free kick and then Thierry Henry had the tap.
Oh, yes, I remember that goal. I remember that goal. So if we had beaten Brazil, we would have played France.
Yeah, we would have played France.
Oh, yeah. I see. I never thought about that that way. Okay.
So they lost against Germany. And in the third place, they lost against Holland. Netherlands.
Oh, even in the third place game?
In the third place game. In the last World Cup, they lost against Belgium.
Oh,
in the quarterfinals.
Belgium beat Brazil?
Beat them in the quarterfinals. That 2-1 win. You know,
not penalties, 2-1?
No, 2-1, yeah.
Romelu
Lukaku scored. Romelu Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, De Bruyne, yes.
Kevin De Bruyne scored. And then that day, Brazil had an equalizer. It ended 2-1.
I see.
The Belgians scored the 2 goals first.
Oh, it was 2-0.
Vincent Kompany. Yeah, I remember. Vincent Kompany.
The defender,
and then Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Before the Brazilians had that equalizer, that consolation goal, which ended 2-1.
Wow.
So we said,
this is interesting. So that's why we like talking to our viewers. You see the kind of things he's bringing out. This is very interesting. So Brazil should be careful.
Should be very careful.
Otherwise, Croatia will upset them.
Yes. And Croatia is an European side.
Yes, it's a European side.
So
well disciplined.
Yeah. So, but I think the Brazilians are still favorites, based on the fact that
what have you made about Richarlison? We don't give him that much credit in the Premier League. He's playing for obscure clubs, quote unquote obscure clubs like Everton.
He was with Watford, Everton is now with Tottenham Hotspur. But you see, most of the thing in the Premier League, he drifts towards the wing areas.
Yes, I thought he was a winger, but now he's being used as an arrowhead.
Yeah. And he's doing creditably well, scoring 3 goals in this competition.
Well, it probably means that in Brazil, the wingers are the big boys.
Yeah.
Neymar is there.
They have too much of options.
Yeah, Neymar is there. So if you really want to play, you have to play as arrowhead.
Neymar is now even not being drifted at the wings. Neymar right now plays just behind us because there's a certain Vinicius.
But you know that the Brazil, historically, unrelated to, don't create a lot of arrowheads.
Yeah.
If you look at their football,
they want free flowing.
Yeah, they don't like the arrowhead. There was a player called
Careca, yeah.
Yes, who played way back. He actually played with Maradona in the Serie A in Naples for Napoli. Careca, very good striker, authentic. Then they had Kaká as well.
Kaká is most of the playmaker.
So Brazilians don't really create that kind of Robin Van Persie person. They don't do that.
Players. Even their
strikers. But you can have that in skillful. Marco van Basten, Robin Van Persie. They have been very skillful strikers. Even the German Müller or Lewandowski. Yeah. But Brazil doesn't create that. So Richarlison is enjoying that position.
But he's doing
He's actually doing well.
He was the reason why even Gabriel Jesus is being put on the bench.
Oh, he's injured too.
Yeah. He's even out of the competition right now.
Out of World Cup?
Yeah, out of the World Cup. He and Alex Telles, they are out. So they are not going to be there. So Neymar,
key players.
This is the key player for the... So let's go to the...
Okay, so we end that Brazil and Croatia, he thinks is going to be very cagey.
But I give it to Brazil.
But he'll give it to Brazil, but the record shows that Brazil must be careful.